These people are amongst the greatest quiz players in Britain. Together, they make up the Eggheads, the most formidable quiz team in the country. The question is, can they be beaten? Welcome to Eggheads, the show where a team of quiz challengers attempt to beat the greatest quiz team in Britain. They are the Eggheads. Today's fearsome foursome are Barry, Steve, the almighty Kevin, and the always entertaining Lisa. How are we feeling, Eggheads?
Good.
Right? Yeah?
Yes.
Trying to topple the Eggheads today are couples therapy. Now, this team is made up of two married couples who are passionate about quizzing. The team are in the Quiz League of London, and Simon and Helen were on Eggheads in 2018. Let's meet them.
Hello, I'm Simon. I'm a database manager.
Hi, I'm Helen and I'm a taxonomist.
Hi, I'm Frankie and I'm a freelance translator.
Hello, I'm Andrew and I'm also a translator.
So, Simon and team, hello. Great to see you. Yeah, so you love your quizzing, Simon.
We do.
And Simon and Helen have been on Eggheads before, correct?
Yes.
And Frankie, I remember because you were on Make Me an Eggheads.
That's right, yeah, back in 2016.
Wow. So I think we've got a serious team here. Andrew, you're a quizzer as well.
I am, yes. Yep.
Can't wait to see this contest. Challengers, good luck. Every day there is £1,000 worth of cash up for grabs. If the challengers fail to win, we roll the prize money over. Couples therapy, you've come at a good moment because the Eggheads have won 32 in a row.
Wow.
I know! So £33,000 is yours if you can beat them today. Should we give it a go?
Yes.
Let's do it.
The
Please.
first head-to-head battle is on the subject of history. So, you brilliant quizzers, who wants this?
I guess that's
Isn't that for
one of
history?
mine,
Is
yeah.
that you? And Helen?
Yeah,
It was Helen, I think we said.
Yeah.
Yep.
OK,
So, yep.
Helen, our taxonomist. Against which Egghead? We got Barry, Steve, Kevin or Lisa?
Did we say...
Possibly Lisa, but
Yeah.
all our clever tactics. So,
Yep.
OK, we'd like to take on Lisa, please.
Helen from Couples Therapy, taking on Lisa from the Eggheads, round one. Please go to our legendary question room. Well, Helen, I introduced you as a taxonomist, and I suddenly thought that's either a form of accountancy or it's stuffing animals, and I'm not sure.
It's neither of those things.
What is it then?
So taxonomy is the art and science of classifying and organising information. So I do that for websites, for apps, according to business requirements, user requirements, logic.
All right, well, let's see if you can figure out the business here, Helen. It's going to be history against our Lisa, and would you like to go first or second?
I would like to go first, please.
Who was the partner of the Great Depression-era criminal Bonnie Parker? Was it Bugsy Siegel, Billy the Kid, or Clyde Barrow?
I think this is Bonnie and Clyde, so I'm going to go Clyde Barrow.
That's right, of course, Clyde Barrow. Lisa, the 1805 Battle of Trafalgar was fought just off the coast of which country? Cuba, Spain, or Germany?
I think that's Spain.
You're right. Well done. Helen, which Royal Navy battlecruiser was sunk by the German battleship Bismarck in May 1941? HMS Hood, HMS Queen Mary, or HMS Invincible?
Ooh, now, I've got a hunch towards HMS Invincible.
It's HMS Hood. Helen. Over to you, Lisa. Who was the leader of the Soviet Union at the time of the Cuban Missile Crisis? Was it Nikita Khrushchev, Joseph Stalin, or Leonid Brezhnev?
Right, Cuban Missile Crisis, 62. Stalin died in 53, so it would be slightly difficult for it to be him. And I think Brezhnev's later. I think that's Nikita Khrushchev.
It is Nikita Khrushchev. So Lisa takes the lead, and Helen, you must get this one right. Which queen was the mother of Edward and Richard, the so-called princes in the Tower? Was it Elizabeth Woodville, Margaret of Anjou, or Anne Neville?
So, Margaret of Anjou, possibly earlier. Anne Neville, not sure it was an Anne. I'm going to go Elizabeth Woodville.
Let's check with the Eggheads. Anyone?
Yep.
She was Edward IV's wife.
Edward IV's wife. OK, understood. Elizabeth Woodville. Lisa, you can take the round with this. The Terracotta Army is a collection of sculptures depicting the armies of which Chinese emperor? Was it Kubla Khan, Wu of Han, or Qin Shi Huang?
I think it's Qin Shi Huang.
Do you know challenges?
I think Lisa's right.
Yeah.
Lisa's right. Well done. You got it. It was Qin Shi Huang, and that particular person gets you into the final round. Sorry, Helen, knocked out, but early days. Come back to us and rejoin your teams. So as it stands, the challengers have lost a brain from the final round. The eggheads are all still sitting pretty. The next subject for you is science. So who would like science?
So it's either me or you.
I'm happy to take it.
Okay.
Yep.
Be-
Yeah, I'll take this one.
Okay, so it's the team captain going into the breach. You can take on either Barry, Steve, or Kevin.
Kevin.
Wow.
Got to take on Kevin, I think.
Well, he's got to be confronted at some point.
Absolutely.
Simon from Couples Therapy versus Kevin from the Eggheads. Two great quizzes in the question room. Please take your positions. Simon, you like your science?
I can give it a go.
How many copies of the National Geographic do you have?
About 900.
Wow. Where are they, out of interest?
So we've got a lot of bookshelves and most of them are yellow.
All right, well, 3 questions on science in turn. Simon, you can take the first or second set.
I'll go first, please.
Your first question, which of these animals is native to Australia? The platypus, panda, or puma?
Nice to start off with a nice easy one. That's a platypus.
It is a platypus, well done, native to Australia. Kevin, an egg that is no longer fresh enough to eat will do which of these things when lowered carefully into a bowl of water? Will it turn black, float to the surface, or sink to the bottom?
I think it floats.
Yes, that's right.
Float
Float to the surface, yeah. It's because it's got more air inside it as it goes off. Okay, Simon. In standard conditions, what is the approximate speed of sound in air? Is it 567, 767, or 967 miles an hour?
So I'm going to start by thinking about how long it takes to fly across the Atlantic on a normal jet. So let's say it's 3,000 miles to New York, and that takes about 6 or 7 hours. Concorde could do London to New York in 3 hours-ish. I'm going to go for 767 miles per hour.
Let's check with Kevin.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, 767. Brilliant. Kevin, to catch up, in which part of the human body is the pisiform bone located? Wrist, hip, or spine?
That's in the wrist.
It's in the wrist, yeah. 2-2. Third question. Mary Toft became a medical sensation in 1726 after convincing doctors that she'd given birth to which animals? Cats, dogs, or rabbits?
That was rabbits.
Well done, you're right. Okay, Kevin, in which category did the British scientist Michael Houghton win a Nobel Prize in 2020? Physics, physiology or medicine, or chemistry?
Sadly, I've not looked at Nobel Prizes recently enough to remember this one. Something telling me it's not physics. I'm going to go for chemistry, I think.
You've just been knocked out. It was
Okay.
physiology
Yeah,
or medicine.
just
It
couldn't
was
remember him.
the discovery of the hepatitis C virus.
Okay.
Well done, challenger. How about that, Simon? You're through to the final and you've knocked out the Grandmaster. That must be quite satisfying.
I'm very, very happy about that.
Well, what a contest. We'll be back shortly. See you after the break. Welcome back. As it stands, Couples Therapy have lost one brain from the final round, but the Eggheads have lost one as well. The next subject is arts and books. Last subject before the final, £33,000 we're playing for.
So
You,
I
Frankie.
think we said that would be me.
Okay.
Yeah.
You happy with
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frankie,
Go for it.
against which Egghead, Barry or Steve?
Barry. Yeah.
Yeah.
What we said. Yeah. Like to take on Barry, please.
Brilliant, Frankie, from Couples Therapy, taking on Barry, seeing if we can have an unequal final in the challenger's favour. What about that? Please take your positions. So, Frankie, we met before.
Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, I was on Make Me an Egghead a few years ago now.
And you quiz in the Quiz League of London, so you will have been face-to-face with eggheads in the past.
Yeah, played against Kevin before and Beth in the Quiz League, yeah.
Wonderful. Good luck on Arts and Books against our Barry. Would you like to go first or second, Frankie?
I'll go first, please, Jeremy.
The dragon Smaug is a literary character created by which author? C.S. Lewis, George R.R. Martin, or J.R.R. Tolkien?
Well, I think Smaug is from The Hobbit, so that will be J.R.R. Tolkien.
It is J.R.R. Tolkien. Well done. One to our challenger. Barry, over to you. The author, Arthur C. Clarke, is best known for his work in which of these genres? Detective fiction, science fiction, or romance?
Arthur C. Clarke is one of the giants of science fiction.
Yes, indeed, science fiction. Frankie, which southern coastal town is the home of one of the UK's 4 Tate Art Galleries? Torquay, Brighton, or St Ives?
Yeah, so not to be confused with the town of the same name in Cambridgeshire. This is St Ives, Cornwall. St Ives.
St Ives in Cornwall, yes. Barry, Richard Bachman is a pen name used by which best-selling author on books including Rage and Thinner? James Patterson, Stephen King, or John Grisham?
Well, there was a name I thought of immediately, and I was relieved to see Stephen King here, so I'm going for Stephen King.
Stephen King is right. I love Stephen King. I didn't know he was doing that. Frankie, which Greek dramatist wrote over 100 plays during his lifetime, of which only 7, including Antigone and Ajax, have survived? Was it Euripides, Sophocles, or Aeschylus?
Well, I think... I'm not familiar with Ajax, but I think Antigone is by Sophocles, so that's my answer, Sophocles.
Yes, it is by Sophocles. Well done. That's not an easy question. 3 out of 3. I thought you might do that to Barry. Let's see if he can stay in. Barry, the Standard Bearer, which sold for 175 million euros in 2022, is a painting by which artist? Rembrandt, Klimt, or Cézanne?
Oh my goodness me. I know most of the works by Rembrandt, and they're mostly self-portrait amongst others, but I can't think of any Rembrandt that was the standard bearer, and it's certainly not the sort of thing Cézanne would paint. So I don't know for sure, but I'm going to have to go for Klimt.
It's actually Rembrandt, Barry.
Oh,
You've been
I
knocked
didn't know
out
that.
there. Yeah, not in the final round. This is going very well for our challengers. So Frankie's in the final now as well. Wow, we have quite a contest in hand, don't we? Come back, join your teams, and we'll see you playing challengers for £33,000. Well, this is what we have been playing towards. It's time for our final. As always, it's general knowledge, but I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads won't be allowed to take part in this round. So that's Helen from Couples Therapy, but it's also Barry and Kevin from the Eggheads. Would you please now leave the studio? Right, Simon, Frankie and Andrew, you can win £33,000 over these next 3 questions. Steve and Lisa, you're playing to try to defend the Eggheads' run and their reputation. It's 3 questions in turn. As you know, you can confer. And now we'll see whether these 3 brilliant quizzy brains here can beat the 2 Eggheads to my right. Would you like to go first or second?
Should we go first?
We'll go first, yeah.
Yeah. Can we go first, please, Jeremy?
OK, playing for £33,000. What does the I stand for in the term PIN number? Issue, identification, international?
Personal
Identification.
identification number.
Yeah.
Yeah, personal
Personal
identification number.
Absolute identification. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. We've decided to go with identification, Jeremy.
You're absolutely right. Identification. First question to the Eggheads. Which British boxer was the first ever to be awarded a knighthood? Frank Bruno, Henry Cooper, or Lennox Lewis?
I think it must be Henry Cooper.
Henry Cooper. Feels safe.
Yeah. We're both leaning towards Henry Cooper, Jeremy.
Henry Cooper is correct. 1 each. Back to the challenge as we go. At which prison did Johnny Cash record a famous live album in 1968? Was it Rikers Island, Alcatraz, or Folsom?
He definitely recorded stuff at
Folsom,
Folsom Prison.
Folsom
He did
Prison
Folsom
Blues.
Prison
San
Blues.
Quentin had come up.
Yeah,
with
I
Yes,
was
same.
thinking so.
worried, but
I've never heard of him doing anything at Rikers Island or
No,
Alcatraz, but we know he
We know
recorded
he
at
did.
Folsom.
We're happy with Folsom? Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. We're going to try Folsom, please.
Correct. Eggheads, your question now. Which of these classic Western films was directed by Fred Zinnemann? Stagecoach, High Noon, or The Searchers?
I know.
Carry on, Steve.
John Ford, Stagecoach,
Of course.
Searchers. I think it's John Ford as well.
Oh, yeah.
It's High Noon, Jeremy.
Imagine getting one wrong and falling behind with this amount of money as the jackpot. But Steve's absolutely right. High Noon is the answer, so 2-2. Back we go to our brilliant challengers. Which character in the Peanuts comic strip is known for his love of Beethoven and piano playing skills? Is this Franklin, Schroeder, or Woodstock?
Okay, well, it's definitely not Woodstock. I think. Oh, God, I think it's Schroeder.
Do you think there's anything about it, like Schroeder being a German name, Beethoven being German, or do you think that's not relevant?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not certain. The only thing I'm sure of is it's not Woodstock.
Okay, just
What do you know about Franklin, if anything?
Nothing. I would go for Schroeder.
Okay. So, are you happy for me to say Schroeder is the answer?
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
happy.
and you're
Yeah.
happy?
Yep.
Okay. Simon's gut feel is that it might be Schroeder, so Schroeder is our answer.
If it helps you place it, Franklin is the first African-American character in the comic strip.
In that case, I think it's Schroeder.
It is Schroeder. Well done.
Nice.
Well done. Now, Eggheads, if you get this wrong, they've won £33,000. If you get it right, we go to sudden death. Can you stay in? What is the official language of Bangladesh? Is it Bengali, Urdu, or Punjabi?
Now, is it as simple as Bengali?
I think it is Bengali.
Bengali, Bangladesh.
If you're on your own, what would you say?
Bengali.
Me too. Go with it.
Yep, I think it's a bit deceptively simple, this one, Jeremy, and I'm fully expecting to tell us that we're going to be wrong, but we both think it's Bengali, so that's his answer.
Well, Barry has been to every answer. Are they right, Barry?
I believe they are, yes.
Yes, you are right. Bengali is the answer, so it's 3-3. It couldn't be tighter. £33,000 we're playing for. We go to sudden death. Babs, Joy and Teddy were the three members of which singing group who had hits with songs such as I Saw Mummy Kissing Santa Claus and Little Drummer Boy in the 1950s?
It's definitely the one.
Yeah.
One of the ones. One of them married
Joy.
Billy Wright.
Yeah, it's
Joy.
Joy. Is it
That's
Joy
Joy
Beverly
Beverly, isn't it?
Billy Wright,
Yeah.
yeah.
If they're called Beverly,
Yeah.
the ones who one married Billy Wright, then this is definitely the Beverly Sisters. It's definitely
Yeah.
Joy, Babs and Teddy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm happy to say the Beverly Sisters.
Okay.
Yeah, you're happy.
So, our answer is the Beverly Sisters.
Beverly Sisters is right. Here we are again. They won't let up, these challengers, will they?
Didn't expect him to be fair.
Let's see what you can do with this. In an alphabetical list, what is the penultimate US state?
Wyoming's
West
at the end.
Virginia, Wyoming.
You give any more? Wisconsin. Hang on.
Ooh,
nearly.
Easy target. Are there any more W's?
If they want the penultimate one, yeah, I think Wyoming's at the back.
Yeah.
And then
Wisconsin. I can't get out else.
I don't think I'm going to either. Do you want to go with it?
Yeah. Wisconsin.
If you've got this wrong, the money goes to our brilliant challengers. You're right, Wyoming is the last state, so it's Wisconsin. Well done, you could have gone wrong on that, that's for sure. Someone's going to get one wrong. Challengers, don't let it be you. Which Greek mathematician who lived in the 4th and 3rd centuries BC wrote a celebrated treatise on geometry entitled Elements?
It's Euclid, isn't it?
Sounds like Euclid.
Euclid's definitely a geometry.
Elements rings a very strong bell for Euclid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
think
think let's
do
go
it.
Euclid. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Our answer for this, Jeremy, is Euclid.
You're playing with conviction. You've got it right. Again, we're on sudden death. Again, we go back to the Eggheads. Eggheads, you're one wrong answer away from ending the contest, losing the money, ending the run. The Lotte World Tower, spelt L-O-T-T-E, one of the world's tallest buildings, is a feature of which Asian city?
I don't even know what Lotte or Lottie is, do you?
Now,
Nah.
Asian city.
What?
Could be somewhere in India. 'Cause it does sound vaguely. Lottie.
What do you fancy? Mumbai, New Delhi?
Should we try New Delhi?
I'm happy to go in New Delhi and just see what happens, because,
Yeah,
you know, I feel like we've had a decent run.
Yeah, we've done as best. We should have. Well, can't answer me if you don't know.
We are where we are.
Yeah, we don't know, Jeremy, as is patently, painfully obvious. Just basically going on sound at weird. So, absolutely no idea. And I'll say New Delhi.
New Delhi is your answer. If you've got it wrong, the contest is over. £33,000 will go to our challengers, and the Eggheads run is dramatically reset. It is the 6th tallest tower in the world. I think on a geography question, I have to go to our Barry. Would you have got this, Barry?
I wouldn't, but Kevin knows it.
Go on, Kevin.
So,
The answer is Seoul. We say congratulations, challengers, you have won. And you absolutely deserve to win. You have quizzed so well, and it's been such an engaging contest.
There is no way they have not earned every penny of that.
Yeah, you have fought for every penny. So you just won £33,000. You'd want to tell us how you're going to spend it?
Probably a holiday with our little girl, I think, would be lovely.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Couples therapy. You thoroughly deserve £33,000. And the size of the jackpot does reflect well on the Eggheads, who've had a massive run of games. You're efficiently cleverer than them. How about that? You prove they could be beaten. Join us next time on Eggheads to see if a new team of challengers will do the same. I wonder if anyone will be as good as this team for a while. Till then, goodbye.
Well done, team. Peter performs an emergency caesarean on a ewe who's very much in the danger zone. A new Yorkshire vet tonight at 8. Alexander Armstrong escapes the hustle and bustle to relax in South Korea's most popular tourist destination, brand new at 9. Next up, dogs behaving very badly.